As you can see, I cannot walk, so don't bully me. I know no one's watching this shit, but whatever. My doodle butter controller, so if I'm trash, accept it. I got 2 comments, but nobody watching. Okay. Feel bad for him, he didn't have a gun. I gotta do 1,000 or something damage with an SMG. Okay, 4 comments and 1 watch. 1 spectator. Comments. Oh, I can't run. I have to jump to move. Ooh, infantry rifle. I'm gonna like this one. Oh, my wall didn't even place. Whatever. I'm gonna go text Mario. Tell this man to hop online. Ooh. Ooh. I don't even know what the stream is named right now. Oh shit, that's don't fill. I want fill. Wait a minute. It's automatically no fill? That's gay as fuck. Faggot. Try hard. All those bots on my PlayStation friends. Slower than a bit, but since you talking shit, I might feel good the whole damn tip. Okay. Oh no, that's a roach dance. Yeah. Bruh, this is gay. Okay, Jamardo hopped on the stream. Two. I need like 3 more. Okay, there it is. Give me a scar. Oh shit, give me a scar. Thank you. Oh, fuck you, man. Oh, now you're gay for that. Hey man, rob you of your V-Bucks. Bro, where's my keyboard? Somewhere in this house, I'm just not sure where. a really dumb spot. This is actually enraging. Ooh, how am I sliding barefoot? Alright, I'm gonna go pressure plant. One kill equals one unsubscription from my channel. Okay, where's the vending machine that normally spawns here? Okay, someone had a similar idea. One of those sweaty skins. Even as a winter glider, yeah, you sweaty. I don't understand how someone could need to use bandages at this point. Every sniper will one-tap you, so... Yo, Kobe then. Not. Woo! Oh, unsubscribe from my channel number 1. Hi, Georgie. Where you running, Georgie? Where did he run to, though? Golly, that's hella high. Question is, where'd he go? Y'all see this, right? I'm not running, and you can clearly see this. I like how you can't defend yourself in this game mode. Yeah, that's nice. Like, I barely have any mats to save myself from getting sniped in the forehead. I creep. Okay. My loadout's looking clean. Okay, I have a dumb shit idea. Let me just go on adventuring. Stall. Oh, there's no points for an air stall? That's gay. Oh, then I'm good. But since you talking shit, I must be over the whole thing up. Okay. Oh, well. Dexter. Landed that hole too. Gotta be toxic. Hey, can I aim my gun? Okay, this is lame. I always thought you were gonna be able to aim your gun in this game. This dude is camping in a tree. Hold up. I know I saw that correctly. My man's is camping in a tree. Who does that anymore? 100% no scope accuracy, don't fail me. Equals. I'm surprised he hasn't killed me yet. That bastard, okay. Left me to fight this kid? Alright. Bro, the storm is coming, guys. Nice jumping rhythm, buddy. Really made it so that I can't hit you. I don't like this. There's a really good sniper on one hand, and then there's a kid who might just take off my head for no reason. Oh, I'm not the one who got no scoped. Okay. Yo, Echo nigga Echo. It's built like a gecko. Yo, Echo nigga Echo. Built like a gecko. Ooh. Cool face, baby. I'm playing Team Rumble because I literally can't do shit.
Long wait, Epic Games has finally come at us with a teaser for Season 10 of Fortnite. Last night they gave us an official release date of August 1st, and with that they included a
I'm better than him at the infantry rifle.
Dusty Depot. And this tweet is basically confirming the community's suspicion that a ton of old locations are going to be coming back for Season 10. But if Epic is finally going to be bringing back some of our fan-favorite locations, that means they also need to remove some places. So in this video, I don't just want to look at the locations that are probably coming back, but even more so, I also want to focus on what is going to be removed in the process. The map is about to see some huge changes, and I, for one, am very
forgot how small these lobbies are.
Since Season 10 is quickly approaching, I wanted to give away 2 Battle Pass codes to you guys for the new upcoming season. All you have to do to enter in to win is be a subscriber to the channel, and then just comment down below which location on this list do you think is most likely to be removed, and what do you
there's
think
still hot drops? Okay, that's good.
I'm personally really rooting for Greasy, but let me know what you think. Anyways, let's do this. Alright, so we're going to start things off with the most obvious location that is probably going to be removed from Fortnite in Season 7, and that is Dusty Divot. Now, seeing as this is almost 99% confirmed, this comes as a very bittersweet swap out. Seeing as Epic has confirmed that Dusty Depot is coming back to some extent, we can only really assume that the divot is probably going to be gone. Because, I mean, technically the depot is still there, mind you, in worse condition, but you kind of got to think that if they're going to bring in Dusty Depot, it would be kind of difficult for them to leave the divot. It's possible that if this place is coming back, it could just get built back and they could leave the giant hole.
I don't know why you just let the jump.
But I feel like that's unlikely. It seems very likely that the catalyst that is going to change the map is probably the spear, and I can't really see it doing that delicately. Probably going to be a big bang or like some crazy time travel.
That sounds good.
Anyways, moving on to our second location.
Probably going to be a big bang.
Lake. Now, Loot Lake has seen a host of changes, so I don't think it's out of anyone's imagination to see this place changed. again. But the biggest reason why I suspect that this location is going to be changed, reverted to its original, or just completely removed is because of the sphere. Again, I just can't see that thing leaving the map peacefully, and Loot Lake is at the center of it. So in my eyes, it seems very likely that if it takes an explosion route, Loot Lake is obviously going to be decimated and
Can't even run,
But if it
bruh.
decides to take a time travel spot, well, we might be seeing the original Loot Lake in its place. But personally, I don't really care for this one. Loot Lake in the OG days was just kind of a death trap that you had to go around, so I'd rather not things return to that. That being said, please get your Fs in the chat for Loot Lake, because I really can't see it escaping this one unscathed. We gotta talk about Polar Peak. Now, Polar Peak has served as a huge location on the map.
That's a golden scar I just got?
Development within the storyline.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mad Ice King come to the island on it. He let go of a prisoner, and then he
For hating me in the chat, I will unsubscribe from your YouTube channel.
Got saved, fortunately. You guys know the story. But seeing as so much has already happened at Polar Peak, and the location has just been absolutely decimated, I can't really see this place staying in the map for much longer. And Season 10 seems like it would be a great time for it to be removed.
Okay.
Perhaps the mountain might
Some bot just got clapped.
Or, again, the sphere is just going to do something.
Somebody just clapped the bot.
But at this point, it just seems like Polar Peak is quite the desolate location without its castle, and doesn't really serve any more purpose to the map. So as far as a new location for Polar Peak goes, it seems very possible that they could just make a new spot for it, but at the end of the day, I think it is pretty likely that this place could be removed. Now, speaking of giant monsters, I also want to take a moment to talk about giant robots, and the pressure plant. The pressure plant also served as a huge plot device for the robot to come in and fight the monster, and that has basically been used up. So I can't really see anything plot-wise coming out of here again. And while this is actually still quite a popular location, I wouldn't be surprised if this area of the map is changed. The pressure plants in unison with Sunny Steps seems, in my opinion, to not be a very popular location, and that alone makes me wonder if maybe Epic is just gonna, if they decide to do a huge wipe of the map, take this area out. I think of all the new biomes that have been added into the map, this is probably the least loved from the community. So perhaps Epic just wants to do the straight wipe with the sphere, and they're gonna return this place to what it used to be, where it was like just, well, whoa. It could even, oh my god, I was going to say it could go back to those like farmhouses up in that area.
Oh, I figured out how to run.
Risky Reels? Risky Reels is such a fan favorite location. I think that is even more likely than just going back to a bunch of old random houses. I think everyone was probably screaming that in the comment section. I literally didn't think of that till now, but Risky Reels would be a huge spot to come back, replacing the pressure plant and Sunny Steps. Dude, I don't even care about those locations. Like that entire spot, if you're bringing back Risky Reels, was always a favorite of mine. Now, speaking of uninhabited locations, the fifth location on our list is the northwest point of the map. This includes Haunted Hills and Junction. Now, if Old Seasons is any track record for changes in the Fortnite map, it is pretty easy to look at the three corners that have been changed and see a pattern. Epic usually just seals off a corner of the map and completely changes it.
Don't take it, don't take it, no!
That hasn't been truly changed. While back in the original seasons, this was basically a nothing location, it still is true to
oh, fuck him.
So really, regardless of anything,
you, buddy.
I
fuck
think
you.
that this is the most vulnerable
Hope you die.
for a new biome to come in. Due to the theme that they're already
taking the llamas,
it seems a little bit unlikely, but I don't think we should
put your hands
ever
up.
count out a new biome being added into the map. We've seen new biomes added in Season 5, 7, and 8, so I feel like we might be due for one. This is a location that I've been gunning for a while, as I really just think it's kind of uncreative and not very exciting, but at the end of the day, we're gonna have to just wait till August 1st. Now, moving on to the sixth location on our list, and this might be a little exciting for anyone that agreed with the video I did on Neo Tilted. This is Neo Tilted. It's actually a 50-50 split between Neo Tilted or Mega Mall. We only need to go so far as what is powering those two locations. Both of those things are being powered by the sphere. It's growing more
Die, kid.
every single
Bot?
and
Bot Junior? You were
like
his
there
son,
has to
sit
be some
down.
consequences to that. In an ironic twist of fate, it would actually be kind of cool to see the spear take out either one of these.
Got hacks.exe.
Perhaps even use its magical time, power, and abilities to revert
Who
it
else
to
wanted these
old
Doritos?
Tilted Towers or Retail Row. That would be very exciting. As I talked about in that last video, Neo Tilted is truly a location that is just not up to par with the original Tilted Towers. And honestly, I mean, let's just think this through. If Epic is pulling a rehash of the map, bringing back all the locations like Dusty Depot, you absolutely know that they're also going to bring back Tilted Towers and Retail Row. It would be so weird for them to bring back even like the factories and again Dusty Divot, which we can confirm for sure, and then just be like, yeah, we've just got these random 2 super futuristic places still. That doesn't make sense, and I really think that if Epic is going for this complete overhaul of
Yeah,
that,
kid, you weren't expecting me to clap you like this, were you?
Really? I think this might be the end of Neo Tilted Mega Mall, or maybe both. But coming in at the 7th, and in my opinion, most likely besides Dusty Divots, I picked this at the start of the season, and I'm holding true to this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Greasy Grove. The lake of Greasy Grove is leaving, and Greasy is returning. Apart from Dusty Depot and factories, I truly think that there is nothing as sacred and loved by the community as this spot. The frozen lake is really nothing. It's an unimportant location, and Greasy is again
Let's go, hit him.
one of the most iconic spots in the map.
Knocked off his shield, by the way.
Nobody is going to miss the frozen lake that is hiding one of the most loved places in the map. Everyone would be so excited if Greasy returned, and again, fitting with that theme of Dusty Depot.
I kind of like the
back.
lake, no
Could
cap.
you imagine them bringing back Dusty Depot and not Greasy Grove? Seeing as Dusty is pretty much confirmed at this point, I think the
Yeah, this is our boat.
this location to return truly is Greasy.
Bot.
It's the only location that is still in the map with
30 kills still, bro.
in the
And you
map,
stealing
so
my
it just
ammo.
seems like the strongest pick.
One man down, another one bites the dust, you wouldn't say.
And I, for one, really hope it comes back. Anyways, though, ladies and gentlemen, that is going
What?
to be our video for today.
Give me an
If
X
you are
at first,
new to the
and now it's
channel,
gonna let me.
subscribe, leave a like, and go check out some of our other videos.
Sorry, soccer
Trying
skin.
things out here, getting excited.
Oh, fuck.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, they got
and,
my back, I think.
Here you go.
You dickhead. Okay, fuck you. Someone's whited. Oh yeah, get up on out that tree, by the way.
Hey, what's up? So like a lot of other content creators, I find it sometimes easy to get caught up with the hype of a new skin and just impulse buy it. Like a impulse grenade to my wallet. And while it may be easy to justify when you can write it off as a business expense, it doesn't always mean you should. So what I did today is I went through my locker and I came up with 17 skins. That's like over $200 worth of real life money that I just absolutely, completely regret buying. This is basically like a I'm stupid kind of video, and I thought this would just be fun and funny to laugh.
Could he not just snatch my kill?
Anyways, let's get straight into it. So coming in at 17, I thought we would start this off with a really funny one. This is Double Helix. Now this is a bit of an uncommon skin, so for those of you that don't know, the uncommon Helix is actually part of the Nintendo Switch bundle. So me as a dumb person, when the new Super Smash Bros. Ultimate got announced, I just ran straight to Amazon.
Saw that coming, defaulty Dan.
Switch. And with that
Fuck.
and all titles
What?
bundle, which I've got a free copy of Super Mario Galaxy, Mario Kart, but instead I chose to go with the Fortnite pack. I could have got a $60 game for free, but instead I chose to go with the game that is already free.
Well, hello, motherfucker.
Because if I did, I would get a rare skin known as Double Helix. Now I won't lie, I am a sucker for rare skins, but the issue you may see with this is I never run this skin because I don't like it. I sacrificed a free game for a skin that I never use, and in my opinion, just doesn't look very good at all. So really, if you want to factor in what I lost in not getting one of these other bundles, really, this is more of like a 250 plus loss, rather than 200. Anyways, let's move on. Then moving on to our number 6 spot, this is the Star Spangled Ranger, and
Give me your call, bot.
regardless of the rarity that these skins used to possess, that doesn't really factor into why I regret buying them. Because the reason that I bought
You don't
them
like getting that.
was because I
No,
thought that they
sit down,
would become
kid.
rare, which they did for a time. But I was a fool to think that these
I have
skins
9
would
kills in a
remain
bot
rare.
lobby.
I mean, July 4th is going to come every year, and obviously Epic Games is going to drop these skins every year. But what's worse about that is I didn't even like them. Even when I knew they were rare skins, I never ran them because I just didn't like them, and I don't like running a skin, even if it's rare, if I don't like it. This is another example of me just getting caught up in the hype train and hoping that, oh, one day this skin's going to be rare, which it did, but nobody cares, myself included.
Dang,
Moving on to our number 15 spots.
Those edits were trash.
Our way up from the green skins now, all the way up to the legendaries. So we're going to start off with Nightlight. Honestly, this isn't a skin that I dislike. I think it is a very fun skin, and I remember when it came out.
Yeah. Oh, I was about to say get him,
I
Johnny, but
just
no, I'm straight.
never run it because it's too bright and
Get him, Scar.
very easily when you run this skin. You're gonna see a theme of a few skins.
Get that laggy ass mobile player.
Exact same reason, and Nightlight is one of them. Moving on to our number 14 spot, we've got the Survival
Go, nice
Special.
shot down.
Now this is a skin that
If I could
once
aim,
again,
this would be lit.
I got caught up in the hype. But I didn't buy the skin because it was rare. No, it used to be rare, and I bought it the first time that it came back. You see, back when this skin was released in, I think, late 2017 or early 2018, it was very rare because it had only been in the shop once and it didn't come back for a little bit. But once that skin did come back, oh man, the hype around this girl, whew, it was big. I bought into it, and I just, again, never run. Then moving on to our 13th spot, this is, I mean, really could be any NFL.
Yeah, bot. Die, bot. Get load on. Bot.
I bought it because, well, I'm a fan of the NFL, and I used to play football, and I was like, you know what? Sure, I'll cop this one. Listen, I may like American football, but the American football skins are stupid and bad. I feel like an idiot when I run this skin, and I just completely stopped after a moment. But don't get me wrong, I hate $20 for a cape, ladies and gentlemen. $20 for a cape that, once again, I never use anymore. Now, moving on to our number 4 spot. This is going to be...
I forgot the stream is still online.
Dark Panther. That's right. This is just another example of a skin coming out that I really like. In this case, the Dark Voyager, and then they adopt a different gender